So if you go to that restaurant, you have to order a beer or a sake. Everyone at the table must drink. And I found that super interesting because a lot of people don't want to drink, or they, some people would be like, I'm pregnant, I can't drink, but I want to eat your food. He'd be like, get the fuck out.
What?
And they'd even be like, so what I really found interesting though was it was not about, let's say, the money from selling the drink. It was about the idea of creating the environment for izakaya.
Right.
So, because, someone might be like, I don't drink, he will drink too. He will drink on my behalf. He'd be like, no, get the fuck out, kind of thing,
Because it's supposed to be like, crowded,
everyone's
happening.
supposed to be drinking happy, right? And so sometimes when I'm feeling depressed, I go and read the Google reviews of Nobuya because I always laugh. Because people are just like, 1 star, this guy tried to make me drink and I didn't want to. What a jerk, Like, it's just great. It's just so much humor on reading the Google reviews.
What the hell?
So he was the first one that really stuck to this idea of you gotta drink when you're at this restaurant. Yeah. And that has become a big thing for a lot of the Japanese restaurants here. I think especially the small guys at Orchard Plaza, Cuppage Plaza. There's even one that I went to a few times this year, which it wasn't just like, you gotta drink, but you gotta drink at a certain rate of speed.
What the hell?
He was
in Singapore?
Yeah. God, what's it called? Orchard Midpoint? It was like a really grotty part of Orchard, and it's in the basement, small. But the chef was from one of the super high-end Japanese restaurants, I think formerly at Shangri-La. Right. And so he makes like creative food, but you're only allowed to order the food if you're drinking. And if you're not drinking at a certain rate, you don't get to order anymore, kind of thing.
But I mean, I guess it comes back to like fighting with the big guys, right? If you're small, you have to be more creative and crazier. So you kind of attract the attention on social media. So maybe the negative Google reviews, right, is actually good. Because right now, look at what all the TikTokers are doing, man.
Yeah,
bad publicity is still publicity.
Yeah.
That's why.
The rage bait guys, you mean? Or like...
the what?
Rage bait TikTokers or just bad publicity TikTokers?
I guess they call, right now, the Gen Z call it engagement farming.
Oh.
God damn.
Yeah. That is my issue with Threads right now. Are you on Threads?
I heard that Threads, the number of users like halved, like a lot of people left to go to like X or Blue Sky or something.
Yeah. So
what's happening? Maybe people sick of meta apps because there's so many, right? WhatsApp, Facebook,
wait.
Instagram.
I want to self-brag again about, because you mentioned X, Twitter. We were the first restaurant on Twitter way back in, again, 2009 or something.
Standing Sushi.
Standing Sushi Bar. It's on Twitter when they first launched. To the point we got referenced in the book like Twitter for Dummies kind of thing. And the business development guy, like one of the head guys at Twitter back then, this guy named Tristan, reached out to me and was like, hey, can you tell me about why you're using it? What's your experience? I was like, yeah, okay. So I always thought that was kind of fun and cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Twitter, not... Tanuki, I've tried to do some stuff on Twitter now. But it's more
US,
like,
right?
Yeah, Singapore doesn't seem so active. There's like a young crowd out here that's on it, and they're really amusing. They're really emotional. I don't know how much is real emotion versus like engagement farming.
Yeah.
But like I feel you got to be a bit off the wall on Twitter out here, on X, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So I like to look at it and occasionally post stupid things about the restaurant.
So you get yourself viral like Wendy's.
Yeah. Can I give a plug? Follow Tanuki Raw on Twitter. It is deranged. It's after I drink like 10 drinks, I'm like, I'm going to go on Twitter and post something about the restaurant, Yeah.
Give negative customer review.
Yeah. Free burger if you give us a 1 star.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the social media platforms, Twitter,
but Threads,
TikTok.
do you find it helpful?
Threads. I was interested at the start. I still look a bit, but it really has become super engagement farming, right? I don't know if it's the algorithm I'm on or algorithm that's
No, for me,
targeting.
same. People just throwing out nonsense.